Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 206. This video was originally streamed live on YouTube on July 27th, 2025. I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, that looks good to me. And then we can grab, let's see, where's it start to get? A little steeper, so there. And there, I believe. I think I'm on the right track here. And then we can grab this one for... Nope, wrong one. I want the tip. Actually, I think this is a tip too, actually. Yes. Okay. So... I think we'd mirror again. Just come from the other side. And then we can spin. Whoop. I think I goofed on one of these. Ever so slightly. Let's grab you. I think it's the correct one. That looks better. Flip. And spin. There we go. Swish and flick. Alright. Maybe ChiselTools Light would be in there. Yeah, I think some of the tools that I think are really cool, I probably wouldn't use in a vanilla like guide series. Like I will use the pantograph, I'll use the planer, I'll use the wedge. Oh, the wedge doesn't get a lot of use from like the way I use the tools. But I think the ladder maker is pretty cool. They're all really cool. The chest maker, the door maker, they're all great. But I feel like I wouldn't use them in a vanilla-like game. I don't know why. They don't really give mechanical advantage. I think more like if I'm doing a guide series for newer users or newer players of the game, I think it would be confusing to see a block that doesn't look at all like it's supposed to. Doing a thing. I think I needed to swap there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I need to do this. Okay. Oh, it goes up to here. So basically right here is where... No, right here is where it shifts. Okay. I'll do my utmost. I shall do my utmost, said the paladin. So there... and there. And then we got this one. There. Whoops, not that one. And oh, it is that one, isn't it? There. Alright, so a little flip. A little spin. Little push. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks great. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put my lantern down here, just so we can get up top and see it again. I can't put it here, can I? Nowhere to place it. We might not be able to see it as well with the trees in the way. But I'll see if I can get higher up. I mean, I can get higher up. Oh yeah. The trees do get in the way, but I don't mind that. I don't hate it. Like on the map though, you can still see the compass rose. So it looks like we did plant the trees just far enough away that they shouldn't get in the way of that being visible. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Show us the map? Yes, I was on the way. Can't see. Hey, Sidicius. I think I saw a couple other people pop in that I didn't say hi to earlier, but I was busy. Postulating and planning. Like Ryan Richardson, welcome, welcome. That might be it, actually. Thanks, Phil. Maybe I won't bury you with the the rest of under the walls. I mean, I would never bury you under the walls. What am I talking about? That would be so terrible. The awfulest. Alright, so now we figure out what we're going to do for the path. You know what we could do here is, why don't we dig this up a little bit? We'll just dig a portion of this path up, and we'll try a few different types of stone in its place. Yeah, because I'm thinking like up here, this would all be like fancy, nice walking stone and pavers and stuff. So I think having a gravel path probably doesn't make sense here. Shovel, there you are. Oh, I should mention, so my idea for dealing with the stairs in the wall issue is, what if we just make the stairs, like the wall containing the stairs, thicker, so that we can have a block on the outside that tapers, and just leave the stairs kind of in the middle of the blocks. That's my idea. Maybe we'll even try chiseling some of that today, just as an example. I do realize I'm kind of all over the place here, but I'm sort of fountaining ideas right now, and I can't stop it. Make it stop. Conglomerate gravel. Alright, so what are our options here? I think we don't want to go with a... Well, yeah, we could go with... More andesite might be a little too blue, especially given that there's blue of the water here. And someone suggested, and I think I'm going to, I'm going to replace this, the bottom of this, probably with andesite, or maybe like limestone, so we can get the natural color of the water showing through. Or even chalk, we can get some chalk. Bauxite, yeah, I'll use bauxite. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, you know what? Let's get some regular bauxite. Okay, hear me out. I want to see how it looks and how bad it looks. I'm really curious to see how bad it would look. And we don't have any creepy crawlies out tonight. I promise I won't try it with the polished bauxite. That would be asking too much of our poor retinas. So chisel block, I'll grab you too. Why not? There's a small chance, guys. There's a chance. Some purple heart paths. So I think stone's gonna be the best up here, because like if you think about a big fancy plaza, it would be stone primarily. And we have all this stone here. It wouldn't make sense to have a wooden walkway. It would just sort of look boardwalky and cheap. But with some beautiful bauxite here, Yeah, I didn't think so. That's... If there was like a shade lighter, like something between claystone and bauxite, I could spring for it. The bean rock. I can alternate this and peridotite. The baked bean block. Yep. You guys gave me so much flack for that in my my one build. It was the forge in season 2. I like my baked bean block. What's funny is I've looked up bauxite like on Wikipedia, and in most cases, this game is pretty spot on for the most part with like colors of stones. But andesite and bauxite in particular are like way more colorful than their real life counterparts. Ooh, you know what I kind of do? Now can we do... I could just grab some impact rock. That's a little messy, it's a little noisy. That's a little intense. Yeah, I don't think Swavite's going to be the answer. Swavite's probably a no-go. Rock. So let's look at the rock options we have here. We have heavy metal, we have classic rock, we have alternative. Scoria. Kimberlite would be nice. If we could find Kimberlite, I might try that up there, but I have not found any yet, and it is... like, there's no point to going searching for it. You have to just dig. You have to like digging a lot. Firelight's kind of too muted. Why don't we just try limestone, actually? Limestone might make more sense. Do I have any already? I think I have already some that's, yeah. Ready to roll here. Ooh. We could use malachite. Just kidding. We're not using malachite for that. It's a little too much. Let's try it with his limestone. Hey there, Black Flare. I'm having a good day now. Having a good day since stream started. I mean, it wasn't a bad morning overall, but had some certain unruly children awake in the middle of the night. You know, I don't hate it. It's a little too similar to this, but I don't think I hate that either. It does bring this color down into the walkway, as if this is like draped in limestone, or you know, it's pooling around it in a way. Let's go with that for now. Let's go with that for now. And if we decide that there's a better color later, we can always come back in and change that. How's it look on the map? Actually, the map is just a little bit lighter than the original gravel, so not too bad. You think that the polished limestone paved down might look better? We could try that. Oh, we're debating peridotite. Let's just go grab some off of a limestone block rather than using a chisel for this. So peridotite is one of those funny blocks where like it's got a color. It's a color for sure. It's hard to make peridotite work with other colors, I think. Except in like there are a few ways it works, because like it's not a forest green, it's an olive green. And so you need to have a build that can handle the sort of yellowy green without getting, you know, overwhelmed. Now, if you make the peridotite your main color and you use mostly neutral accents, I think that could work pretty well, actually. In fact, I'm planning on a build like that for the future. I need the finishing chisel too, don't I? It's upstairs. Hey, Stephanie Thomas, welcome back. A few streams ago, you asked about different kinds of mechanical power. You said you wanted animal power. What's the first thing or most important thing you'd use it for? The very first thing? I guess grinding my grain. Or we're grinding limestone in a quern. That's the first thing I'd use that for. And we'll space these out as if we're trying to make this look like a nice and tidy work zone. Get the finisher. And the hammer. Oops. There we go. And we'll just get like, I'll get 24 of these or so. There we go. Now we are going to want to chisel these limestone blocks and then dig them back out. Yeah, that's right, Nimwidalak. Yeah, so for a long while, I actually wasn't aware you could crush limestone with a hammer. And people were like shouting at me in comments like, you can use a hammer, use a hammer. And I'd be like, oh, that's cool, and then I'd forget. I always forgot. Well, now I'm going to be right again. I won't have to be using or I can't use the hammer. I'll just use the quern forever. Which, honestly, it doesn't make sense that you couldn't do that. Like, you certainly could crush it by hand with a hammer. I could certainly see Tyron doing a thing where you might have to, like, put the limestone stones on the ground and then, like, spend time crushing them. Like, if you're using the rubble bin from the quarry tools, or stone quarry mod. But I don't see a reason to remove that altogether. Aside from, like, him wanting a particular pace of game progression. You know, I'm liking this idea, actually. Quite a bit. Let's see. Yes, that was a great suggestion. Pop your name in chat, whoever suggested that. I didn't take note. That is a wonderful color. It's not quite as bright. Although the funny thing is, it's almost the same color now, because of the way the lighting engine works. Light doesn't get thrown on the sides of things, and then there's the SSAO that creates shadows here. So it looks like the same color, but it is actually darker. It was Kalzamar? Well, thank you, Kalzamar. Good suggestion. Let's dig the rest of this back up, and let's replace it with the limestone, which we'll then use in the pathway over here, I think. So we'll do limestone path. We'll border it with the sandstone, the polished sandstone slabs, and then we'll fill in the rest with gravel. And that'll become our gardens. Yeah, that's right. You need a chisel for making a quern too. So no more pickaxe to quern. You now have to do pickaxe to anvil to chisel to quern. I think one of the things that I've seen Tyron talk about that I kind of disagree with the most is he wants to eventually get to some kind of stage where there's no grid crafting. He wants all, like, in-world crafting. And that just sounds like pain to me. Like, if I have to place every block somewhere and then spend time, like, right-clicking it with a hammer or whatever, I'm not going to play. like, let's say we're making, you know, wood planks, right? So we set down our wood, right? We got to put our logs down, okay? And then we take our saw, our shovels, our saw, and we gotta saw each one like this to make our planks. I'm not gonna play. I'll go back to the other block game, frankly. That is like too much. I will happily find a mod to remove that because that is just nope. All right, so we'll put this away. We need to get some more of these wonderful polished bits or polished blocks here. Oh, I'm being silly. I can turn these into slabs. Hey there, Pinnix. Sorry to be late. Well, I'm just glad you're here. Good to see you again. Maybe a sawhorse that has its own crafting grid. I mean, yeah. Well, he did say he wants to, like, totally get away from crafting grids, so I don't know. I don't know how that'll work, but I dislike it. There we go. Oh, let's also then break these down. I probably have more than we need, but that's okay. Let's put you back in our hand. We're going to do all horizontal. Alright, so I'm thinking what we do here is, since we have we have the blocks with us, why don't we finish out just the inner ring here? Like, we can just go grab some sandstone from the other chest. We got plenty of polished stuff. Let's finish this inner ring, and then we'll get onto the gardens. I'll run to the tree, apparently. And then, maybe, if you guys want to play around with it, so once we do the gardens, which shouldn't be too long, I don't think, because I'm mostly going to be scattering some fruit trees and maybe some flowers. I might hold off on the flowers, but we might do like one here so we can see what it might look like. And then we'll have to wait to do the rest of them. One, because they're not, done yet. But also because we'll need to grow more flowers or find them, most likely. Can I dig up the whole blocks? No, these are chiseled now, so I can't do anything with them anymore. Sadly. Let's go grab the extra blocks I need for this. Oh, I don't have... Ah, I do have you. Okay, good. I'll grab you, and then you. And that should be enough. Alright, so we're going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from each of these, and then just the diagonals. Okay. It is one block deep there. Okay. So... bit of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diagonal, diagonal, and then in theory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right. And then, right, these are not selectable, which is kind of weird to me, but okay. Oh, I did see, maybe I talked about this already, but there is going to be a pick block feature added to 1.21, so I won't need the pick block mod anymore. I think the funniest thing about the pick block mod was that I had suggested it in some discussion and was told in no uncertain terms by someone who's a developer, I won't say who, that it would be so hard and impossible to do. And I'm sitting here going, the other block game did it. They did it in creative, and then literally like a week later, the pick block mod came out, and I was like, it's so difficult to do now, is it? Oops. Let's get that in place. There we go. All right. Looking pretty good so far. I might also... Oh, we should also, like, sink these walls in a little bit. Because we're going to see some of them from the outside. So... let's see, you're already chiseled. Let's just grab you. You know what, let's dig them all out first. I'm only going to get the ones that are visible from the outside. We'll leave a few pieces of dirt. For anybody who downloads the eventual world file and wants to dig around, you can find some secret dirt. It'll be a secret that you and I alone share. You and I share. Hey there, Sea Dragon Dream. Welcome. Welcome to the channel and to the stream. Can you not dye blocks? Not with the mods we have. I think... Oh, there is a paintbrush. I think the ChiselTools paintbrush lets you do some stuff like that. I don't know exactly what. I've seen Solston use it, but he was using creative blocks. I don't know if, like, it's mostly useful for that. Grab my dirt back. Always running out of dirt in this game. I have so much less dirt than usual since we're playing the desert. Alright, let's pop these in all these places here. Alright, and then we have this to put in here. This should be the last one. And back to this side. Cool. Alright. So that's all said and done. Let's restack those. And then we can get these blocks going on. The paintbrush basically swaps the targeted material for what's in slot number 1. Okay. Thanks, QB Tech. Does it, like, refund you anything, or is it like a, if you, like, does it just sort of destroy the block, essentially? I think these need to be 3s, don't they? Yes. No refunds, no exchanges. Gotcha. I won't ask again. So there we go. All sales final. Three. I need some more of these. Let's see, you and you. And let's do like half of these, I think should be good. Might even be overkill. Ooh, may not be overkill. We need 4 more. Okay. So that's going to be 2 of these. And done. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we can just sort of mash all these down with the hand planer. There you are. You have a decent node-based sprite program. You can set up to export a bazillion stone variants and put them in a palette. Okay. One day you'll get good and have a tinting shader. I think you've already gotten good. You've gotten good. You love hearing there are mods for mods. That gets tricky though. Because what if the base mod, becomes no longer supported or, is taken off the mod list? Thank you, Oak Tree. You know what you did. Hey, Trucker Schakal. Schöne Grüße aus Germany. That's not how you see Germany in German. Get everybody time to buy Oak Tree a coffee. You want to see them add mod pack support, QB Tech? That'd be really cool. I would love to be able to define a set of mods that I use regularly. Actually, what I would love to do is so you can set up mods like per server. I don't know if you can set them up on a per world basis. Like whatever you have active in your mod list is what that world uses. Also, the weirdest thing is most people put their mods in their Vintage Story data folder, and it goes sort of deeper in there. I've never had that work for me. It literally just won't load the mods. I have to put them into the Vintage Story mods folder, and then they're sort of like hard added to every world that I create, unless I disable them. But I think mods per world would be great, and then being able to like define a specific mod pack, even custom ones. Like say, you know, I always use these mods, so save them for me. I know the game itself will handle updates automatically. No, it'll warn you of updates, I think. I'm not sure if it actually does the updates automatically or not. But since I can't do that the way I have to use the mods, doesn't matter, does it? Alright, let's go grab a little bit more of the polished candy. I mean, I am certainly willing to overlook any, like, missing fancy mod stuff, given that this game is still in active development, so it'll be really cool to have. I need a hammer, right. But I'm not gonna, like, go barking up Tyron's tree constantly and annoying him for it. Is that something the VS Launcher mod can handle? I don't know. I've never used that. I could look into it. Probably more than enough. Although we're going to need some more for lining the other path, so... Ooh, down to the wire. 2 left. Speaking down to the wire, let's get some food before we start starving. Again. And I did say that I wanted to plant the trees, which is on... They're all on the second to last block out here. I'm going to plop some dirt down in all these locations, and we'll go and plant some trees. That way, if any of them spawn in a way that we don't like, we can just chop them down and start over without having to, like, wait forever. Alright, so we need 6 more saplings, or 6 more seeds. Let's go grab those. You got Tyron and Sarity to use the toilet slide and wear a Sammy worm on their shoulders yesterday. What is that? Oh, was that the post from yesterday? Okay. I get it now, I think. Not sure what a Sammy worm is, though. You want to see vanilla edge climbing? Yeah, I could see definitely like being able to, like, you know, grab a thing and pull yourself up like that. Alright, so I'm here for a couple things. What were they? Tree seeds. That's what I'm here for. They might be up in the other chest. I believe they are. But I'm also here for another one of you. Back. There we go. It's a little worm you can put in your shoulder from your brain rot mod. You have a brain rot mod? Do I even want to know? Ah, the seeds were here the whole time. It was the friends we made along the way. We have 1 dirt left? Oh, not fair. No one loves having 1 dirt. Or 1 block of anything. Alright, seeds. Boop. Oops. I think that's something that the toggle sneak mod could do. Is like if you hold the sneak button down, then it acts like it's not toggled. But if you just tap it, then it's toggled. Like if I could hold it down and not bounce like this, that'd be great for the moments when I forget or when I just need to crouch for a second and I don't want to have to press the button twice. That'd be pretty cool. All right. So with those trees planted, I guess we could also... Let's also plant... Well... Yeah, we can plant these trees on the gravel. Not a big deal. Get all the plants going here while we have a chance to. Got the gravel. Got the tree seeds. Let's get to it. So these are all on... just on this side of that structure over here. Okay. Just some quick little things to start getting this place moving in the right direction. We probably won't see the fruits of this work until next stream at the earliest. All right. All right, so gardens. Garden time. Let's pop these back in here. Let's pop this back in here. No, we need some of the gravel. Right. Gravel's needed. We need some more limestone, polished. Oh, we have some chiseled, some not. Okay, that's fine. That won't be confusing. And then we also need some more of the sandstone, polished. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, QP. Good having you here. Do they reduce the drop rate of candles in 1.20? I don't think so. Oh, you mean from panning bony soil? I don't think that's been changed. I'm pretty sure. It's just sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Alright, so we have... Let's put away as much of this as we can, which isn't a lot. That's okay, though. We are filling this chest up pretty hardcore, aren't we? Alright, let's go... Whoops. Let's get... Just stop it. There we go. Press the right buttons, Corzar. So we're going to need... Actually, we are going to need some regular sandstone, too, to fill in some of the... we'll see. We'll see. Requires hammer, of course. Let's grab probably a full stack of this, maybe more. We'll start with a stack. Of course, how much... We already have a stack. Let's start with that. Let's grab the sandstone. You want to say that sometimes the random seed whatever in VS is sort of streaky in how it resets given how one can get like 2 or 3 temporal gears in a row sometimes. Yeah, it depends on what the game is using to generate random numbers. Some generators are more random than others, or at least more random seeming than others. Am I going to put in the other waterfalls? Yeah, maybe. It's only a moment's work to do. The only reason that I would think I wouldn't want to do it... Oh, wow. 100 Grenabald, thank you very much. Thank you so much for that support. Your 3rd super on a live stream. That is very generous of you. But yeah, so the reason that I wouldn't put them in is that I kind of feel like we're going to need to move these anyway at some point, because we are going to be doing some outside wall work, so I might just leave these here and not put them in here for now. Also, this sound gets really annoying after a while. All right. What was I doing? Sorry, I'm just flabbergasted by your generosity. Sorry. Well, thank you. Let's see. Let's get in here with some kind of path. So we're going to sort of start the path off of here. And I want it to go out here. So it's sort of just in the middle of everything. And I think what I'll do is along here. Let's just start with... Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's start with the gravel, actually, because I want to see how that looks. I also want to make sure that we leave enough space so that when the fruit trees grow, well, when they start to grow, then they die, and then we replant them 10 times, that their leaves don't overlap these blocks here. Like, I'm okay with it happening here, but I don't want it happening out here so much. So we want to go basically at least 3 blocks out. And that leaves plenty of room, honestly. So we'll be planting them on this 3rd block, which means we're going to need at least 1 more block of gravel. And then if we're going to be lining it with the sandstone, the polished sandstone, then that means leaves shouldn't overlap the walkway. So what we can do here is we'll also... I do have this one bordered as well. Yeah, we could certainly do a border. I might change up how this border's been done a little bit. And actually, what I might really do is swap... I might swap the positions of these and remove these blocks here and just have the gravel out to here. Or... No, I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want to do chiseling of the gravel out here. That's... No. No. You can't make me do it. I might make me do it, but you can't make me do it. There wasn't a higher option for super thanks? Well, thank you. Thank you regardless. And for the sentiment, too. Alright, so at some point here, we're going to have to bring these in a bit. And actually, we do have a little bit of space here to play with. So, like here, you know, we could do 1, 2, and 3 and plant the tree here or even over here. So we could have a walkway like that. We might want to smooth this out a little bit. I'm sort of looking down the line here of like how best to make this work as a relatively straight. Like it'll be slightly curved to follow the petals path here. And I think for this side. Tell you what, let's do the path itself next. At least the outline of it. There you are, hammer. Grab you, and probably won't need all of you. So let's pretend that we were going to line it like this. Whoops, not like that. Not at all like that. Not at all. Let's fix this little problem here. There we are, much better. And then let's bring this out here to that point. Like like so. So that's basically the halfway point. Then we can fill this in like so, and like that. And then I want to do another 2-ish block wide pathway, noting that here it's going to get a little funky because of the angle. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. Let's do some of this chiseling here. In-grid chiseling, of course. Well, everyone, that's about all we have time for in this episode of Vintage Story Desert Life. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the section below. But for now, as always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.